Hey, Shalom, Shalom. This is the brother Ishar from GMS Mississippi Gulf Coast. Before I get started, I want to give an infinite honor and glory and praise to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth with all faith and all righteousness and all sincerity. To you, I say Shalom, all right? This is just a lesson through the Rakak Wadash. I won't make it too long, but I pray and hope, Lord willing, it hits home, man. Just going into stop overthinking, man. Okay. Um, and as you can see from the picture, it says you're overthinking again. Stop making problems that don't exist. Okay. And I'm reading it like that, and I'm laughing because first and foremost, this lesson is I'm speaking for myself first and foremost, man, and it's through the spirit, man. But this is something that I really tell myself, man. I have told myself, and I still tell myself, man. Because this is something that can constantly, not constantly occur, but occur every now and then, man, within brothers, man. Okay. And this is something that you have to tell yourself, man. All right, I'm gonna read it again. It says you're overthinking again. Stop making problems that don't exist. Okay. Because that's what overthinking does, man. It creates problems in your life that's not even there, man. All right. And we already getting our ass kicked, man, in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. We don't need to add any more stress to ourselves. Okay. Okay. And by overthinking, you can add more to the plate for no reason, man. Okay. So stop overthinking. Okay. Like the scripture goes into, man, let no man take thy crown. All right, that's including yourself, as the brothers of the camp love to put it beautifully put it, man. All right, you can be the one to take your own crown. You can be your own worst enemy. And you used to go around in the camp. Uh, the biggest enemy is the inner me. Okay, you can be your own worst enemy at times, man. So that's why it's important to take heed and actually pick up on these things. Okay, all right, and stop it before it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? And then what I'm speaking about is overthinking. This is another picture that was sent to me. Okay, it says nothing destroys you faster than your own thoughts. Stop worrying about what's beyond your control. Focus on what you can change, and that's the thing, man. Okay, scripture goes into, man, focus on your roughly paraphrasing, focus on your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Okay, those are the things we need to focus on to get better, all right, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, what we really need to work on, what we really need to accomplish, all right, while we have time, all right, the things of the spirit. Focus more on the things of the spirit, man. Okay, because sometimes a lot of those overthinking, those thoughts are really just some worldly affairs, man. Okay, it can really just be some Satan playing on your head, man, and making you think, man, about things that's not there. Okay, it can be about your family, your worldly family. It could be about something within your household you're overthinking about, or it could be about something about a brother that's not even there, man. All right, and it's okay sometimes, to call a brother up just to verify for clarification, but at times it shouldn't be something that's constantly happening. Like you're constantly calling brothers for verification, and it's not there. You see what I'm saying? It's a balanced it's a balance to everything, man. And we have to make sure we balancing those things out, man. And not overthinking and you calling a brother about, hey man, this, that, and the other. Hey man, I had kind of bumped into you, man. You ain't take that offense, huh? Man, brother ain't even realize you bumped into him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, but that's what can happen, man. You know. So, man, hey, let's get this lesson started, man. This is Sirach 30 and 21. It says, give not thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel, right? Don't afflict yourself, man. You can afflict yourself, man, in your own counsel, man. All right. thinking too much. All right, now you like I said, you bringing that load, that more of a load upon yourself, man. All right, stressing yourself, and stress can really affect your health, man. Affect your well being, man. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be mindful of those things, man. You know, it's okay, of course, we're supposed to examine situations, examine yourself, but it's always a balance to things, man. All right, don't overdo it. That's why it says overthinking. That's why I said in this lesson, stop overthinking. Okay, doing too much. All right. Um, this is Second Corinthians because, like I said, man, examining yourself, looking into things is actually something we're supposed to do, but it's always a balance. Okay, it says, examine yourself whether you be in the faith, which we are, Lord willing, we continue. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. Okay, so it goes into examine yourself. We are to examine ourselves, man. We are to look deep within our crap and the things that we do, and fix it. Okay, we ought to make sure and be mindful that we're not offending brothers. Okay, that we're not really offending anyone, and things of that nature. But we have to make sure it's a balance, man. Okay, and with that, this is Proverbs 11:1. It says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just way is his delight. Okay, so all things are lawful, but not expedient, as the scriptures say. So it's a good thing. All right, it's a helpful thing to yourself to examine. Okay, but at times it might not be expedient to always looking so deeply into things, man. Okay, so you know it's something to just be mindful of. Okay, overthinking, overstressing, all right, worrying about things that's not there. But the more you think on it and ponder on it, the more it becomes a bigger problem to you. So now it's not expedient anymore. So you looked into a situation, you got what you got, and that's another thing. Just let things be what it is, man. Okay. Sometimes, man, you look into something, you don't get the answer you want, but that's the answer the Lord gave you. Just let it be. Don't keep thinking on it. Don't keep pondering on it, and then it becomes more of a problem. See what I'm saying? A problem that's not there. Okay. Um, and I said, overly examining examples. Okay, 'cause like I said, man, you ought to examine situations, examine yourself, but overly doing it, overdoing it. Okay, this is the name of this lesson. Stop overthinking. Okay. Matter of fact, while I'm doing that, let me just look up overly, excessively. You see, don't do too much, man. Okay. Uh, but it says overly examining examples, also known as overthinking. All right. It says means getting stuck in endless mental loops, dissecting details. Okay, you'll constantly find yourself thinking about it over and over and over again, man. And it's just like it'll continue, man. The longer you sit there and think on it, all right, when you already got the answer, you already got what you needed. And the longer you think on it, man, the more it becomes a problem. Okay, and the more it continues. Okay. It says often leading to anxiety, stressing yourself out, freaking out about nothing. It says decision fatigue. All right, it can affect, overthinking can affect your decisions. Okay. I remember back when I was younger, I used to always second guess myself because I overthink my answer, and I have the answer right at times. Okay, because the answer was given to me, and I have it right. But I sit there and overthink it, and I instead of choosing C, I'll go back to B. Okay, this is the answer, and boom, I get it wrong, man. Okay, so overthinking can actually affect your decisions. Okay, it says an action where you scrutinize past events or future possibilities excessively. Okay, and let's get that word scrutinize, because it says you can scrutinize past, examine or inspect closely and thoroughly. All right, so that's the thing, man. And another thing, you'll constantly be going to the past. Things are already overly and done with, and you'll continue thinking on it, man. You'll continue bringing up the past over and over again, okay? Because you're thinking too much, you know. You'll sit there and bring up something that's already handled, squashed, done with. You'll sit there and bring it back up because you're in your thoughts. You're in your head too much, man. Get out your head, dude. you know. Uh, it says seeking certainty that rarely comes, instead of accepting things at face value. Like the brother Yachis Camp love to say, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't, man. And that's something. Since I've been around and known the Akim, that's something that's always stuck with me because he's always said it. But that's something that's always stuck with me because you have to. That's how you can defeat. One of the ways to defeat overthinking by putting that in your head, man. It is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. Moving forward, man. Okay. Some things are gonna be what it is. All right, and you can't change that. You gotta allow time to work to have its way, because in time, if things are meant to change, it will. All right, and that's the thing of patience. All right, scripture tells you patience possesses your souls. Okay, overthinking can have you being a little irrational. All right, moving too quickly. All right, making decisions too quickly. All right, so all around the board, man, just stop that shit. Stop overthinking so much, man. Okay, I understand that it's a thing of time, okay, with yourself, because that's something, like I say in the beginning, just for myself first and foremost, it's something that still hits me here and there. All right, but you got to defeat it, man. You got to defeat it, whether you got to pray, fast, okay, listen to lessons, read, do lessons, okay, as I'm doing right now. And sometimes, man, like what helps me too, besides the things I just named, go work out, go running. Running is definitely a way to relieve stress. All right, and get stuff off your mind. Working out as well, okay. Or just cut on a movie. Sometimes I just gotta cut on something on TV, okay. Deal with your family, whatever it got to, your family, in your house, your kids, talk to Eve, whatever's going to get your mind from overthinking, do that. Okay. You got to fight that, man. Cause that ain't nothing but Satan getting to you, man. All right. And we can't leave no leeways, man, for him. Okay. This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 21. It says, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. Okay, so like I said, what I just read, take it for face value. It is what it is and ain't what it ain't, man. Okay, and some things you might not understand. You got to give it time. There's no reason to ponder on it and stress yourself about it. Some things it takes time. Some things you can't crack the code right then. Some things you can't crack the code at all. It's gonna do it itself in due time through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. So again, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search things that are above thy strength. Okay, once you get what you can get from examining the situation, okay, that's all you was able to get, man. Deal with it. Don't be thinking too much on things, and now you sit here and got this crazy, mysterious hypothesis. Just take your time. All right, give it time, and again, stop overthinking. Lord willing, I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna close out and give an infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth without faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say shalom.